What's out there, really? Most people are completely unaware that the biggest financial reset of their lives is happening right in front of their eyes. Take a look. It's the early days of the internet. Even though you know what's going to happen, 99% of people still laugh at you. That is exactly how things are right now with cryptocurrency. The most outrageous thing about it, several huge projects that are driven by energy needs are ready to go. While they wait for permission to take off from the tower, the engines are running at top speed. The floodgates are open. The second set of rules is put in place. In the worst case, if you're not already set up, you'll miss it completely. This is not a good way to spend your money. What amazes me the most is this. People are always asking why XRP isn't pumping. As in 2020 and 2021, why aren't there any more crazy, awful rallies? Without a doubt, alt season hasn't even come yet. It's still too cold for us to start warming up. Utility projects like XRP, XDC, and XLM are pretty much limited until rules are made clear. How much do they cost now? Absolutely not real. That's what I said. Yes, it looks like everything is moving along with Bitcoin right now. When Bitcoin moves, the altcoin market moves with it like an animal that is chained. That is going to change soon, though. I'd like to drop this for you before we go on. The key to your financial freedom lies in the processes that follow. So learn what you need to know to get the most out of them. I put together the best guide on how to invest in rich. Find stocks that have a return on investment of 100 times. It's not just a PDF. This comes with a lot of different types of media, like papers, photos, movies, and more. With all of its strategies, breaks, and insights, it will teach you how to find those rare 100 times chances before anyone else. This is the kind of document you should print out, read, and come back to often if you want to make smart market choices. It's in the comment that was put below this video. Now is the time to take it. Also, really think about this while you're at it. If you use my Robinhood link, you can also get free NVDA stocks worth up to $200 with just a $1 payment. I can tell you right now that those two links are in the pinned comment. Take a look. Go back to the action itself now. Take that in. The Bitcoin boom is no longer there. Losing awards is something you can't ignore. When the price of Bitcoin goes up, it gets harder to multiply. On the other hand, utility tokens like XRP are not even close to being priced correctly. And once the rules are set, they will lead to growth that is much bigger than Bitcoin. Let me explain. Dependability, usefulness, and ability to be put into practice. XRP transactions are much faster, fees are cheaper, and the currency uses a lot less energy than Bitcoin. Here are some facts that can't be changed. Governments, Wall Street banks, and Fortune 500 companies will all join as soon as the rules allow it. This isn't going on with the Bitcoin network either. Their main goal is to find frictionless trains that can move trillions of dollars every day. That's where XRP and other utility projects like it rule. Also, the signs have shown up. Is that the SEC? Yes. The SEC, which pulled Ripple through the mud for 4 years, is now quietly changing its mind. An extra group has been set up to deal with crypto. Is that what they want? In the end, we need you to explain what role federal securities laws play in the cryptocurrency market and come up with specific steps that will encourage innovation while keeping buyers safe. That is very big. That's not all. They started Project Crypto with a close eye on tokenization and stablecoins. That link is what will make it possible for cryptocurrency to fully join the banking system in the United States. The fun part is almost here. Commissioner Hester Pierce will go across the country to meet with smaller crypto groups and find out what they want and what worries them. Think about how positive that is. Lastly, the government isn't just being strict. They are now working together with other projects to make a system that works. That's what energy projects have been looking for to get them going. Yes, not even the SEC is safe. The National Cryptocurrency Association just put out an interesting set of facts about the Clarity Act. 73% of Americans want stricter safety measures for people who buy cryptocurrencies. 71% of people think that all the gaps must be filled right away with comprehensive law. Also, almost 70% of them believe that the US should be the leader in internet banking. Does it make sense to you? Lots of people are yelling for help. People now do this all the time. There is a lot of desire. When did everything start? What the case is against Ripple? It changed everything when that happened. At that very moment, everyone knew there was no crypto guide. The next 4 years were messy, full of doubt and unsure steps. On the other hand, the Clarity Act is almost ready to be passed. Also, after it goes, this market gets a huge flood of money. A billion? Not the quadrillions. This is how I'd say it. A plan called the Genius Act was made during the Trump administration to better watch over and control digital assets. The U.S. Treasury recently put out a call for public comment on this plan. While they are making the rules for adoption official, they want to get rid of any bad behavior. There are already plans for public views to happen on a certain date. What they said makes it clear how quickly they want to pass law. The Treasury also put forward the U.S. Stablecoins Guidance and Establishment of National Innovation Act. Stablecoins are important to the market as a whole. If the U.S. takes formal steps to control and integrate them, that would send a clear message. A lot of people are using crypto. Take a moment to think about this. A movie that Coinbase put out not long ago was well received, and experts say that once the Clarity Act becomes law, there could be a huge influx of capital into crypto. Everyone from Fortune 500 companies to pension funds has been quiet while they wait for something to happen. Rules were made clear. They will jump in with both feet as soon as the green light goes out. That's clear for the other utility kings like XRP, XDC, and XLM. Their networks have already been set up. The pipes have been set up. The paths to liquidity are open. They are just waiting calmly for the money to come in. As soon as it starts, it will never end. I'm making this point very clear for a reason. We are almost at the point where a market is driven by use. The days of being driven by hype are over. The next step is to fully adopt. Cases where the results proved useful to the network and had value. A lot of money is going to the area. This is the exact reason why the value of XRP is about to skyrocket. Remember that Ripple already told us what would happen. It was already written in April. A huge amount of tokenization will happen after institutional acceptance, which comes after law. There you have it. There you have it.